Hey guys, this is a Ragman task guide for So Good Part 1. For this task, Ragman wants us to find in raid and hand over the ski hat with holes for eyes and also a pilgrim backpack. So obviously both of these items can be found from looting scavs in your PMC raids or by looting the dead scavs that you do come across in your scav raids. So one way to go about this task is that you can go to one of the maps where you do run into the most scavs, for example interchange or streets, and then you can just farm the hell out of the scavs and then hope that you do get your items somewhere among the pile of bodies. And because the pilgrim is large and purple, you will obviously be able to notice it on a scav when they have it, whereas the ski mask can be easier to miss, especially if you are killing scavs from a distance, since there are rendering issues sometimes with glasses and face coverings. But one thing to remember is that once you do find the pilgrim in raid and throw that bad boy on your back, then you will be the one who will then stick out like a sore thumb until you do get out of that raid. Now another method to finding these items is that you can actually run your own scav in hopes that you will eventually have a scav that will spawn in with either one of these items. And as you can see, my next scav I can load in with does have the ski mask needed for this quest, so then as long as I do get out of that raid with a survive status, then I will be able to hand that in. And also for the ski mask with holes for eyes, you do receive it as a task reward for completing the Tarkov Shooter Part 6 task, and since it is only a 1-slot item, and because I know that this task is coming up since I've played so many wipes, then I generally will just launch it in the depths of my stash somewhere until I do unlock this task, because the general rule in Tarkov is that once you do need an item for a quest, then it will literally just never seem to spawn in for you. And now for the pilgrim, aside from finding it in raid or getting lucky and having it spawn in on one of your own scavs, you can also craft it in the lavatory level 3 by using a sewing kit, a measuring tape, 2 of the blue tourist backpacks, and then 1 blue insulating tape, and then it will take roughly 40 minutes to complete depending on your crafting skill. And if you are lucky enough to loot an airdrop crate without getting head eyes by somebody camping it from a bush 100 meters away, then any of the 4 different types of crates have the chance to spawn backpacks in them, but only a common supply crate could have the face mask that you are looking for in it. And then lastly, I wanted to mention that if you do use your own scav and then you come across an AI with the pilgrim or ski mask, then you can obviously kill them and then take it, but just know that it will firstly make you unfriendly to all other scavs on the map, and then they will now shoot at you for the entirety of the raid, and then secondly, it will also drop your scav reputation with fence. Or then the other option with this is that if you do come across a player scav during your scav raid who does have one of these items, then you can try to utilize VOIP and propose a trade or ask them if they will just drop either one of these items for you. However, I doubt that anyone will actually drop their pilgrim during a scav run. But it does never hurt to try and see if you can explain that it's for a quest, then maybe you will end up getting lucky. So hopefully you guys found this guide useful and it does help you to complete this task. Thank you guys for checking out my video on this, and hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your day.